In a development that the Chinese, in fact, just before the visit of the Chinese president, the Chinese army has once again flouted their might on Indian soil. The ongoing water supply and construction work under the MNREGA at T Point in Demchok area in Ladakh has been stopped by the Chinese army. Officials say and civilians from across the border came near T Point in 25 to 30 Chinese army trucks and threatened Indian laborers and contractors to stop the work. The matter has been informed to the Indian Army, and the state government is asking for the MEA to step into it and resolve the issue. Remember, this fresh incursion has taken place a day before Chinese President Xi Jinping is visiting India to boost diplomatic and economic ties. Well, joining me for more details and of course analysis on this latest Chinese provocation is Mr. Praful Bakshi. He's a defense analyst. Mr. Bakshi, my first question to you, the timing is suspect, sir. Why now, just a week before the Chinese president is to visit India? Why would the Chinese army would want to provoke India this way?
Well, as we have just heard, a few speakers also have mentioned it. The Chinese have made it their long-term policy that they plan out what belongs to them, and they enforce. They try to create a problem every time, especially when it is noticeable. And it is very noticeable when any prime minister or any official body either visits on either side, from India to China or China to India, because this is how the Chinese create the interest of everybody towards their way of thinking. Now, their way of thinking also is, as they have experienced with the previous government, that Indian government will not take action. The previous government had created that feeling in Chinese, and Chinese were very much emboldened all throughout the time. And now it is seen, as you can make out straight away, that they have been doing it. Now this MNREGA project, they are interfering. The river water, they are interfering, which is supposed to be shared by both the sides.
So,
now this aspect of Chinese is absolutely in their policy.
So
they will enforce it.
Quick question, as you were talking about the kind of message or the kind of impression that the Chinese have got so far that they can do it and get away with this. How do you think the government should now respond to it? What would be your expectations of the Ministry of External Affairs, of the Indian government to respond to such provocations?
To start with, the Chinese expect, now this is the Chinese way of testing us. They are waiting to see our reaction, how we react. Now, in this case, our government should be absolutely firm and tell them in no uncertain terms. I am not saying that they should go overboard by like 1962, we started our forward policies which we created. No, I'm not suggesting that. I am only suggesting that we should be totally firm. Indian government should give them that we will not take anything lying down. And they should try to make this, bring this to the attention of the VIP who comes, the Prime Minister who comes,
absolutely,
and not wait for them to start the
topic. Very pertinent point that you're making, Mr. Bakshi, there. A firm stand is required by the Indian government. Let me now go across to my colleague Ashwini, who is joining us, in fact, from Jammu to get us more, more on the ground report as far as this whole thing is concerned. Ashwini, what is the Indian army saying? How are they going to take it forward? Because as far as we know, a complaint has been made to them.
Yeah, Ankit, the district administration has informed the state government, since the state government is already occupied with the flood situations, and even the army was told by the district administration that the Chinese army and the civilian people, they have come from the Chinese place and with the Chinese trucks. This is the first interesting thing, that the Chinese army is using the local citizens for fight with our people. And they want that they will not allow water to be taken from this river. So the MNREGA project has been stopped.
Is the army, very quickly Ashwini, is the army now going to take some action? Have you heard from your sources? What is the army going to do on this?
Yes, it's a very interesting. When the Indian army goes there, and the Chinese army also comes there, so they said there is no dispute. So this time also it started from the 5th of September that Indian Army was there with the laborers. When the Indian Army left from the place after seeing 2-3 days, and the Chinese army along with the civilian, they came and they objected.
All right, Ashwini, thank you so much for bringing us all those details on this story. We will be keeping a very close eye on this just a week when the Chinese president has to visit India, another provocation by the Chinese army.